This week on 6-Minute Style, we're going to show you how to make this gorgeous and super easy floral arrangement. You won't want to miss this. We will be right back. Stick around. Okay, now as I said, this is a very simple floral arrangement, but it looks so impressive. Your friends, if they come for dinner, they're going to absolutely love it. I'm going to show you, I think only 6 minutes or less. You'll be surprised at how fast this goes. Your first thing, you need to pick out your piece of pottery. We chose a gorgeous silver pot. I love this. We chose red roses, a very classic color combination. Other supplies that you need a wet floral foam, not to be confused with a dry foam. Wet floral foam for fresh cut flowers is going to hold water, keep those flowers looking really fresh and vibrant. You'll probably need some shears. We're going to trim down our roses, and then a great sharp knife. Your first step, you're going to measure out the foam. It's going to go right inside of the pot. I'm going to set this on top. We're actually pretty close, but we want to trim off a little bit because it needs to fit inside. So I'm just going to mark it, set that down. Now check this out. It's like butter. I mean, could that be any easier? And then that's going to fit right in there. Now, this needs to pre-soak. We've already done that. So maybe a few more than 6 minutes. This is so heavy. I cannot tell you how much water this has taken on. But I'm going to take this and set it right in here. This probably sat in the bowl for all of probably 5 minutes to absorb that water. Stick it right in there. It's a little messy. Make sure you wipe your hands. Maybe don't wear your favorite black dress. I'm gonna move that off to the side. Now, this particular size pot takes about 2 dozen roses. I went to Costco, I picked up 2 dozen for $14.99. Look, you're not using the long stems, you don't need great leaf work or any of that. You can get pretty affordable roses. Costco, you cannot beat that. Probably about 1.5 inches length. I think that's just about right. We'll save that. Let's just see how it goes. I've actually pre-cut all of these. Well, my production manager pre-cut all of these. Let's tell the truth here. Okay, now all you do is start filling them in. We're gonna start at the very top. See how easily that slides in? Just set it right in there. One of my tips would be, as you place the roses in, place them opposite. That way you can start filling in and you can see where you have some bald spots, for lack of a better phrase. You don't want to end up with one side all of a sudden bare or looking a little sparse. So we just go front, back, side to side, and then we'll go to the top. Now I'm just going to keep filling in. This is pretty easy. They slide right in. Do a couple more. We'll go back to the front. And you can see already, look at this. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's already starting to fill in. It's pretty fast. It's pretty easy. And I think anyone would be impressed if they came to your house. Do that. Now, one idea we have is if you were planning a big dinner party and you had a long banquet-sized table, you actually could make 3 of these. Set them out 1, 2, 3, so 1 on each end, 1 in the center. Place some long tapered candles in between. Light them up. How gorgeous is that going to be? People are going to think you hired a professional to come in and decorate your table for the evening. I just snapped that one. Slide this one right in. Now see what happens is it gets a little more full. You have stems competing for some room. So you just have to be a little more forceful without breaking, as I did. And you want to be very gentle with the top of the rose so you don't damage the actual petals. So slide that one right in there. This is beautiful. I love this. I just think it's gorgeous. Now how about this? You have guests coming to visit. You have your guest bedroom set up. You set this out. Welcome them, they come in, they stay. Maybe don't make it quite so pretty if you only want them to stay for 3 days. If, however, you'd like them to stay for a week or so, go ahead and give this your full attention. Oh, we're getting pretty close. Now, one of the things you want to do when you're starting to get to a few roses left, you want to just take a look and see what side of this is looking bare. Now, I actually have a bare spot right here. So I'm going to slide this one in. Get it right in there. Perfect. One more spot right here. We will put that in. we are in great shape. Check this out. And again, that did not take very long. This is absolutely beautiful. Just under 2 dozen roses. I love this. Oh, and they smell so good. Now I wanted to show you one other tip of a way you could use this. I'm very proud of this one. I made it this morning. We're actually thinking, what if you have a friend who's maybe under the weather, maybe in the hospital? You could take this cool little tea or coffee mug. I actually put foam. There is foam inside of here. I filled it up with pink roses. I purchased this Taste of Tea book. Some of my favorite tea, again, I've covered these guys before. This is the Portsmouth Tea Company, but they're gorgeous containers and very, very good teas. And then I just got a tea infuser. Now imagine if you're under the weather and somebody brings you this. How loved and cherished would you feel? I think this is a great idea. We have many more. You want to check out the website. If you have a friend getting a dog, think about it. You could get a little dog bowl, fill it up with roses, maybe get a matching leash and collar. How adorable would that be? All right, we're going to wrap it up. I think now we are at 6 minutes. Thank you so much for joining us. I look forward to seeing you next time. As always, go to the website. We will list all of the supplies you need for this floral arrangement. Thanks for joining me. This week's quick tip, once you've made these gorgeous floral arrangements, you do need to add water. Think about it. There are so many roses in there competing for hydration. So you want to just go ahead and add some fluid, a little bit of water. I'm just going to pour it in. I've actually kept this on the plate below it so we don't have any mishaps all over my buffet. But yeah, that's it. Just make sure you keep them hydrated. Check them every day. You can actually, yeah, that's leaking a little bit. You can actually just stick your finger in and you can feel now there's water in there, so that's good. But that's it. Enjoy your floral arrangement. We'll see you next time on 6 Minute Style.